Hi, it's Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I have another tall-ish journal to show you that's in my shop right now. This one is 4.5 inches and 9.5 in height. So it is quite hefty as far as the size goes. And it does have 1, 2, 3, 4 different fabrics in this one that are sewn together. Almost like a patchwork or quilt kind of look, but it isn't a journal cover. So anyways, this one has 2 signatures and about 80 pages. So this one I just kind of made like one knot, and it's got some buttons here, and then it's just clips on. It also sits well without actually the closure, but I will include this in case you want it. So this one has a flip over here. I will show you in a second. Right in the front, it has a bit of fabric, tiny little notebook, and the title is View. So I gave this, it's like a view on the world, view of the different things people are doing, or maybe this lady is doing. I don't have a name for her, but we're just going to take a look what she is up to. This flips over. There's a little pocket here, and this opens up. Looks like maybe she has been at the beach and has collected some shells. I love it. This one here had something here. It looked like an eye. It was really scary for me, so put a piece of ribbon on it. It was just startling. So anyways, but the beautiful colors of a shell here, and then inside, well, this is what she's up to. She's also out in the lake and having a good time in a boat. And this is a vintage image that I like to collect and then use in the journals. And then this is somewhere where she's been, maybe in the mountains, somewhere opposite of the beach. And so, you know, she keeps her collections. Like, I like to always pick up things when I am on a trip. So a little bit of a flip out here, and you can see the fabric. Flowers here and flowers there. And it looks like maybe she is here in the park with her child. And inside, here's a beautiful pocket with paper and with this beautifully embroidered fabric. And then I have a bird that I printed, just very, very vintage colors that I used on this bird in this sketch, and then a bit of shiny things here. And here I also used paper, and this one is almost the same as over here at the park where they actually visit a lot. And here she is, and using this, this is a punch that I have. I like using it. And then it, I don't know if you can, do you even see it? Yes. And then you put something under, and then you can see that color, you know, see through. See through. And then here's a pocket as well. And this one has a bit of, just from like a notepad, there's flowers, and then one of these tags that I did quite a while ago actually, and I still have some left over. I like to make ephemera like all the time. All the time I'm doing ephemera. And this one, this is a print of, looks like maybe, you know, one of the old castles. And here I added just a bit of something that's clipped on here. Let me see if I put something inside. So it's a tall envelope that I've been hoarding for a while in this beautiful faded color. And now it fits perfectly in this tall journal. And I made a tall little card to write on. And it has some flowers that I glued on, so that you can put some secret message in there and then add it here and nobody will know. What did I do with the This is something about Washington from a vintage book. A bit of leftover ribbon and fabric sample here. This beautiful forest scene. A little bit of flowers here. Coffee stained paper, and a bit from coloring book that you can color this bird here if you wish. In the back is something that I already colored, and I have so many that I colored that I thought, well, I can let go of some of those pages. And here's a gentleman in this pocket here. Zealand. I don't know, with Z-E-E, Zealand, or Z-E-E, but original photograph. And it's a little bit like silvery, so interesting. You know, from back in the day, the photography, and maybe this is when he's older. And this is from a book page, and this is a beautiful portrait there. There's a bit of a button, and this is something I printed of a large home, vintage home. And in the middle, I used one of these repair tanks that I purchased recently, and put this beautiful lady on it with collage and some trim and so on in this fabric pocket. And in this one I have, let me see, it's a small pocket here, and then some vintage paper about agriculture. And if you need to use it for, you know, somewhere else in the book or for collaging, and then a bit of a small coffee stained index card. This is the back of the vintage home. Also a button here, and then here a couple of ladies. Beautiful windows. And at the side of that vintage page is the lady here, maybe when she's older. And a silvery button with a design on it in black. And then a little bit of a flip out here. And let me see. I did close it. I like to put paper clips on it just so it doesn't gape open, but it does close on its own as well. And here we have also a paper clip, as you can tell. Just a few leftovers that I had that you can collage with on this blank tag, and then also some fabric and more paper and vintage book page. So you can, you know, use this and collage around the book or collage the tag. And then here I gave you some trim and the paper clip, I guess, to use on that. Okay. And this envelope that I made. Okay. So more dictionary page. Here you can color yourself. This is a pocket here. You can put something else in it, but I just put a little bit of more of vintage book page there. Clusters, I like using clusters and strips. This is something I stenciled with eyelash trim. And here's a bit of a little tiny notebook with what we called before digital stamps. And here's from a book page. And this is authentic ephemera as well. This is, I guess, from fabrics. Sometimes when you get that little tag about maybe what it is or what it's called or what type of material. And then this is something I have from Mexican paper. I'm not sure how I got this, but it's from 1977. So this is also good collage paper, or if you speak Spanish, you can read it. A bit more from, I presume, from a castle, because it's got these beautiful tall pillars. And March 1891. Interesting. This is a whole page of what has happened, I believe, to Maud, from a book called Maud, M-A-U-D. And lots of things that she's doing. And so this is her view on the world. These are the types of things that she does. She goes to the beach, or to the fields and parks and city streets and so on. So back in the day. And this is the middle here. Beautiful coffee staining there. The middle of the two signatures, and a bit more of an older home. And this is from a stamp book. And this is a vintage, what's it called? The, that we used to use, address book. A physical, tangible address book with a V, with my last name, but V for view. And this is something I printed. Just a bit more space to write on there. Vintage book page. And here as well, vintage book page on mushrooms. And on the back you can write. And it says this is actual size, so they are tiny. Tiny little mushrooms. Collaging on this belly band. And here's a cluster that you can glue somewhere else if you wish. A little bit from a garden book. And this beautiful scene. It is a cottage, and then this is where the windows are and the door, I believe. So these beautiful flowers are above the door, and this is from one of those date books. Beautiful postage stamp here. And paper. A couple of things that are just journaling cards. This beautiful home there. Very pretty lady in this one. I don't know if she's a legend, but I put that in there. And then a tiny button to match the colors here. And inside these pockets here in the middle, I have a bunch of postage stamps, and I left them like this so that you can snip them off and use them somewhere else if you wish, or just leave it as it is on this, like a postage stamp sampler, but on the back you can use it to write on. And vintage postcard. Maybe somewhere in Spain. Beautiful stone houses. And here's another lady, and she likes to go to the camera club and learn about taking pictures. This one is like a little flip there, collage. And this is a bit of a tuck spot. You can put something in there. Strips. Fragile handle with care. Stamp there. And there's that door, and there's a little tiny, not sure if it's maybe a bird or a little duck, but a little tiny being there that's wandering the courtyard. More flowers. Writing spot, and a belly band over here. I included this very nicely coffee stained piece of paper left over from somewhere. This is an original. It says quick letter, and then there is a message that possibly you can read. I already used the original top layer, so this was like a second or third layer in one of those forms. It was a form like maybe 5 pages of this, but a beautiful pastel color that you can, use elsewhere if you wish. And then collaging here, a bit more of just collage there as well. And in this pocket is vintage paper, again on agriculture, in case you need that somewhere. And then a little pocket here with just a few different things that I have left over that you might use, you can put it up here or wherever it is that you wish, that maybe, you have somewhere you just need a tiny strip of something. And then here's a lady at her cottage, and they're going out maybe to go for a walk in the woods. How about that? And more of this beautifully embroidered fabric, and then a tree here, that park that they go to, and a fabric sampler here with beautiful colors and different textures of the fabric. And on this very tall collaged journaling card. So this is View, another tall journal that's in my shop, and I hope you go check it out. And let me see if I can figure this out. Okay, so it is attached here, and then I put this over here, and one of these is longer, so I wrap that one around, and you can either just tie a knot and leave it, or I also put a little bit of a bow on there, or different. Okay, so this is Rosie at RoseByNameCo. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you come back again sometimes and check out what's going on with me. Thank you. Have a great day. Bye-bye.